Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm in my pajamas and I look like a bit of a mess. I've been meaning to do this video all week, and I thought there's no time like the present, which is, I guess, a great message for our Motivate Your Mind series. Is we always wait till tomorrow to make changes, wait till the time's right, and sometimes there's no time like the present. So I thought, while I'm waiting for Maddie to finish her breakfast and we can get ready for the day, that I would do this video. So I meant to do the workshop 5 last Thursday, and life kind of got away with me. Been super busy working at the baby expo for a friend over the weekend, clients and uni assignments and things like that, because I'm glutton for punishment and I'm also doing my masters. So I thought I'd better get this video out. So today's topic, workshop 5, is visualization, and it's a really short one, but I guess I wanted to give you a bit of background. We all kind of know, I think, that visualization is really powerful. I've always heard those stories. I remember as a kid, my dad used to tell me stories about how, in those kind of old tribes, there'd always be like the witch doctor and he'd have his like death stick, and if he shook the death stick at you or if it pointed at you, you'd die. And that was the kind of power of their belief, is that if this happened, that they would die, that people actually did. And so belief is a really powerful thing, and visualization fuels our belief system, and it helps to reprogram our brain. So believing and visualizing can be really important. I know a few years ago I heard stories of some studies done around, I can't remember if they were long distance runners or short distance runners, but sprinters who would visualize their race and visualize kind of the whole thing, and they showed that they did get some improvement in their skills and muscle response times from doing the visualization. So it's very, very powerful. We all know that if you have to do a public speaking talk or something like that, people are always like, visualize yourself getting up there, visualize yourself achieving what you want to do. So that's the message of today's workshop, is that we want to go through all of our goals. So when we ranked ourselves on how we felt about our fitness, how we felt about our body, our health, our sleep, we actually want to visualize us achieving these things. So if your goal was to get to bed a little bit earlier in the evening, I want you to visualize what that looks like. Visualize packing your stuff away, visualize laying out your pajamas, visualize getting into bed, visualize lying there and falling asleep. And things like that over time will help us to make these things habits. For me, I wanted to get a little bit fitter this year. I really fell off the wagon in keeping up with my exercise last year, and so one of my goals was to exercise twice a week. For some of you years ago I used to exercise 7 times a week. Sometimes I still exercise almost every day, but then other weeks, like the last few weeks, I've not exercised at all. So that's okay. That was one of my resolutions and goals, and it's okay not to achieve it some weeks. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to achieve it on the balance for the year. So if you don't achieve something, don't just throw it out, but look at what you can do the next day to make it a reality. And so for me, every morning, part of my morning routine is to get up and actually visualize how I feel when I exercise, feel when I achieve my goal of being fitter, what my body's going to feel like. And I don't spend ages doing it. I spend maybe a minute. And your dreams and goals deserve a minute of your time each day. So think about what goals you set, and I think it was at week 1 we went through and ranked everything. Week 2 we picked our goals, and try to visualize, take a minute or two to visualize what it's going to feel like when you achieve those goals, what it's going to look like when you achieve those goals, and try to do that every day. Take a few minutes for yourself to do it, so that we can make our dreams a reality, and until we can truly believe and see that in our minds, it's very hard for it to become a reality. So with our goals over time, that will help us to achieve them. So that's the message for today, visualization. If you find it really hard to imagine it, when I first started doing this kind of at the start of the year, I found it really, really hard to see myself in the kind of success that I wanted to. So when I was thinking about fitness, I was in such a place that I couldn't imagine feeling that good, and I found it really hard to kind of hold that thought and close my eyes and actually picture myself looking fit and how that would feel in my body. But over time, it's gotten easier and easier. So start with a few seconds, start with a minute. It might be, while you're in your shower in the morning or while you're having a cup of coffee, but just visualize what it's going to feel like when you achieve your goals. We'll see you next time.